just in general.
These guys are here for a good time, not also a great time. They'll be feeling real great to get this dub. So Miya going to go for the Steve this time around. Doesn't even want to try to risk any of this nonsense with the Game & Watch. So ZSS Samus versus Steve. Obviously, this is going to be a weird matchup for Doorstop to have to deal with, right? So immediately after the gate, you saw Doorstop dash towards the opponent. Doesn't want to give you an opportunity to try to build those materials. The thing is, when you fight against a Steve, it's like it's inevitable, right? Like they're going to get their materials. There's going to be a time where they're able to dig, and there's nothing you can do. So, I mean, trying to fight them as much as possible beforehand, but that's all that happens, and that's without any materials on the board whatsoever. Miya just shut down Doorstop completely, but just respawns back. This is an RPG. They're taking turns.
Okay, wow. We're just going to say, no, you know what? If you're going to take my stock that quickly, I'll be able to take yours right back as an answer. Doorstop immediately shutting Miya up without any hesitation at all, by the way. Just let it rip immediately. What was that, 47%?
Yeah, something ridiculous. I mean, if you can do it, so can I, but better. There we go. We got the TNT placed there in the middle. Good stuff from Doorstop, wanting to activate that TNT so it's not an issue in the future, right? Because that's the one thing you don't want to set up for your opponent, is allow them to be able to play with their materials later on. So just give it that quick little kick from the forward tilt.
And that down smash was able to land there. We are able to get the little bit of a ledge trump, and Doorstop scrambling to land, and Miya capitalizing fully almost immediately.
So we got that diamond here on stage. Going to try to find an opportunity to go for that build. I mean, obviously, you're going to wait till you get a hit. It's not like important until I get it ASAP, right? It's all about trying to find that prime opportunity to go towards the toolbox. But you're going to notice Doorstop trying to guard it as long as possible, going for these hits and trying to just stay in the fight so he doesn't get that opportunity.
Yeah, and Miya has to build on deck as well, so those moves are a lot faster, but Doorstop is playing expertly around them, right? Just kind of baiting in and out, fading as much as possible. We are going to barely miss the boost kick, but it doesn't matter. We're able to find a flip anyways, but no stock taken for Doorstop.
Okay. Coming back in with another back air, throws out the cart, sending you down into a pretty bad spot, right? You're at 130%, literally just trying to look for an opportunity to get into that flip. Something to try to find that kill move afterwards, but no, we saw that tether coming a mile away, had the anvil ready to rock. Good DI coming out from Doorstop. I'm already a little bit too late. Another tech coming up, but that's okay. We got the forward smash with your name on it. Didn't even need to use the diamond.
No, went to craft it there, right, to give Doorstop the idea that he was safe to come in, but that gold forward smash, right? I mean, that extra frame might not seem like a lot, but it is so fast.
Yes. And still, again, at that very beginning, that flip jump at the end, when you just do that combo 0 death upon getting 0 death themselves, what a way to start off the set, just literally putting down all the cards on the table, okay, let's just get into it, let's just scrap.
We'll hop into this. Was that a fire back to PS2?
Yes. Pokemon Stadium 2, going straight on back. You're going to see what these guys are going to be able to bring towards the table here for game number 2, see if we can change up the game plan here from Doorstop. You've got to remember, you're fighting a pretty prestigious player right now here in the likes of Miya. So trying to get a win on him would look very promising for the resume.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, we saw that Doorstop it does have that explosiveness that you need, right, in order to really make your mark. But we'll see how much further he can take it, right? Because the explosiveness isn't the only thing that you can use. But I'm already liking a quick 46 tack on, not allowing Miya to really get anything started there, because that's where, that you don't want to let Steve get started.
No, not at all. Just don't let him be able to build those materials, and you'll be in a very good spot. You do that flip kick one more time, flip jump, just go back towards the stage. Waiting for this opportunity to try to find these Zera, as Steve is continuously trying to build up these materials, waiting for that next opportunity to go for the build. But Doorstop trying to get in there, gets a forward tilt, hasn't been hit just yet. We got ourselves a 0 death coming out from Doorstop. Didn't take a single hit in that entire first stock.
Just a perfect stock coming out from Doorstop there. Playing around minecart really well as well, I want to point out. Shielding the first hit and then immediately rolling in the direction it was thrown from so you don't get grabbed either. So let's see if Miya's able to fire back as well. But no, good SDI coming out from Doorstop, not allowing that pick loop to continue.
Yeah, finally Miya finds a chink in the armor. Maybe just to do a little bit of damage. They're putting him in a nice percentage here. Going to see what we're going to be able to bring towards the table. Oh, we're going to spike you right there. Try to get that follow-up with the up smash. That would have been devastating for Doorstop, but we're playing it safe, right? And that's something I'm really liking from Doorstop, recognizing that you have this lead. Miya's already got those materials that they need to be able to dig what they want, so let's just chill back, go for the Zers, try to go for the stun gun, anything to like make it a little bit safe so you don't have to get up close and personal, because that's what Steve wants.
Yeah, exactly. Just really doing a good job abusing the fact that Steve's, base stats aren't that great in, especially in matchups like this, where you can dance around him so much. But we're able to get a grab on that side B on the shield. Good stuff for Miya. But I mean, you got to kind of stop the bleeding here, because right now it's looking a little dire.
A little. This is like something's gonna have to give here, because right now we're seeing a 114 damage. We do got a gold bar and a diamond here ready to rock. Just depending on when we can find that opportunity to go for the down. Obviously, probably going to build it when you get that stock against the likes of Doorknob, because Doorknob is going to stay in that threat range where it's like not going to give you the opportunity to go for anything. Going to go use that frame one jab, something real quick to be able to just throw out there, get out of dodge on that minecart. That was a very scary situation. That was slow that was moving.
Yeah, get out of there as quickly as you can. And looks like just a bit off on the call out there on the platform. Is going to get called out by the up smash, but hey, you still have quite the lead against Miya here, but he is going to chase down. I love that chase down, by the way.
Yeah, just going for it, thinking you're going to tech towards the left, try to get that forward smash right afterwards. It's not going to be enough, and 160 damage now, throwing out that Zair. See where we're going to be able to land as we have some more minecart action coming where he gets the Zair one more time, follows it up with a forward tilt, 175 damage. Miya living the dream right now. Doorstop just can't get those confirms anymore.
Yeah, no, you're a little too high for the ZSS Samus confirms, right? Ooh, but it doesn't matter if you use...
Smart.
Yeah, if you use the Plasma Whip immediately to catch him building, and I like that a lot from Doorstop as well, catching Steve in the middle of building instead of letting him set up and trying to contest it later.
I mean, you'll notice that Doorstop likes to go for side B when there is a block already up, because it does extend that hurt box to be a little bit more active, right? Makes it a little bit more meaty to try to catch an opponent a little bit off guard. So it's a really good tool to be able to just throw it out there and be like, wait a sec, is this still active? And then you get hit.
Yeah, especially because, Miya is only setting up the one block, right? For some characters, right, that one block is a lot. That one block on the ground is already enough on its own. But for Doorstop here piloting the ZSS, right, you have that Zair that's just going to reach over it every single time.
Mm-hmm. Once again, trying to find that sweet spot. Eventually, you're just going to have to get rid of that top block just to be able to get through. I saw an opportunity for Doorstop to try to get through the two blocks, looking a little tough there.
Oh, I love that fade back for the tomahawk grab. Good stuff for Doorstop there. We're going to air dodge out to avoid getting punished. I love how patient Doorstop is playing in the corner here.
Gets the back air again. That patience is starting to pay off. Tries to get the stun gun. Not going to be enough. Going for a back air, hoping that he was going to go for a ledge jump. Unfortunately, he just goes for the neutral get up, does a forward smash, takes away that stock, but Doorstop's still here with 0 damage. Can close this out and turn this into a game 3 situation where we even up the score. Definitely trying to find that area. Gets a grab from downtown, tosses you off, 156 damage. What's going to be the answer? Gets the back air when you're trying to set up minecart and holds on to that 0% on the final stock. Doorstop showing that he is alive and well.
Solid gameplay coming out from Doorstop there. Just a masterclass on how to snuff Steve out of those resources that he is so plentiful in. Just really solid gameplay and sitting back, letting him do the things he wants, but not letting him feel too comfortable at any point in time.
That's something to be said for that, right? Just like making sure they feel uncomfortable almost the whole time. Like you're just always on top of them. It felt like Miya really couldn't find an opportunity to build what he wanted to do near the end. And he was able to find opportunities, but like Doorstop did not give him that many. So always staying in that threat range, but like not on top of him, which obviously Zuzu can do with the likes of Zair and the projectiles, right? Just being able to just Zair from a safe distance. It's a very safe move to throw out with a very long hitbox. It's very difficult to punish Zerasu off of that, and obviously you're not going to get too much damage, but it can get really annoying when you're playing around that so much. And if she's already got the momentum moving forward after hitting a Zair, a confirm could happen. So now let's switch on over to Smashville, the Animal Crossing stage. See what we're going to do with this middle platform here on the a small little up close and personal. Honestly, I mess with this counter pick.
Yeah, I like this counter pick a lot. You don't see Steve's go to Smashville very often, right? It does kind of deplete his resources a little bit more. And we're going to get demolished by that TNT cancel.
He just planted it down. You know what? And we got some redstone, bro. Gonna place this right on top of you. The second Doorstop just tried to go for that recovery, it was immediately destroyed, dissolved. Any momentum that Doorstop had from that previous game was completely demolished in that first stock.
Yeah, and it's hard, too, because you can't rely on that movement that you were using in that PS2 game, right? You can't rely on that. There's nowhere for you to go. So Miya taking full advantage of that, and throwing in a little bit of cheekiness with it as well, right? With that TNT, but Doorstop is not going to give up, right? We're going to keep powering on through. We're going to keep it going, but damn, a parry up smash.
Yeah.
Not looking good.
Dude, another one. See, I think this is the thing. It's making him feel up close and personal, and that makes ZSS feel a little uncomfortable, right? Doorstop loves it when you have more stage to be able to just kind of run around and space out. It's the kind of keep away game and keeping at a safe distance that like a lot of sorties do is harder to do on this stage, when Steve is constantly playing aggressive against you like this.
Yeah, just really unable to find anything there. And unfortunately, that get-up attack into the straight shield is not going to get punished by Doorstop. You know, it's a little sad. It's something you want, but we are able to find the kill confirmed for the back air. Good stuff for Doorstop, but, you know, is it too little too late, right? Like, it's such an awkward position to be in.
Yeah, when you're like 2 stocks to 1, we got the Diamond Sword already to rock here. This could be really difficult for Doorstop. You do not want to get hit at this point. Just try to just keep it as safe as possible. Maybe try to, you know, throw out that active thing of the flip jump, right? Flip jump is how that kick is active for so long, and it's a big active hitbox on top of that.
Exactly. Oh, I like that dash attack there, using the crafting table to extend the hitbox, right? Because Miya did roll around it, right? Tried to get away from it, but, you know, own crafting table being used against it.
Now we're chilling back again, trying to go for these swings, digging up some more materials in the process. Going to go for that free block with that shield. We're just going to keep digging out here, right? This block is making it very difficult because what this platform being in the middle is also messing up a lot of Doorstop's plans, because we see a lot of full hops in the previous game coming out from Doorstop. With that platform being placed there, you have to go for the short hop, so it makes it a little bit different to kind of mix up the timing on when your Zera comes out, right? If you go for the full hop, you got the timing on it could be way different.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, hate to see it happen. Kyle got that the roller coaster minecart coming your way, and the mistech from Doorstop's going to nail a Game 3 victory here for Miya in this race to 3.
I don't know if you noticed that at the end there, but Miya was also mashing up air out of that minecart. It's like, if you hit this tech, that's good for you. Hit another one immediately after, you know, catching every option you probably could have.
It's a smart thing to do. Yeah. Like, if you're doing something where, like, you can't do anything, might as well mash your next option. That's something you want to get out. A lot of players like to do this where, like, as an example, they're trying to recover back onto the stage, and they use their up B, and they're, like, completely wide open when they do that B. So in the meantime, they're already preempting they know they're going to get hit, so they're preempting the tech and then the option after the tech on top of that. It's something else. It's a really good habit to get into as a player, just to, like, always be playing the next move while you're in the middle of a long-lasting move. You know, like, what are you doing next? So just focus on the now. Focus on the next move.
We are going to run it to the other Animal Crossing stage, so we're going a little bit of a world tour here.
Yeah.
In terms of that, right? And I love a bigger stage for Doorstop. I love a bigger stage for Doorstop, especially Town and City, where you have a lot more platforms and wacky layouts to find your groove and your movement.
Yeah, and PS2 is also like another stage that was really good for Doorstop, which is very similar to Town and City in terms of like the layout being like long, just like a long stage for you. So this time it also kind of turns into FD for a little bit when those platforms go away. Speaking of, might be time.
Yeah, there go the platforms right on cue. But Doorstop doesn't seem to care at all. We're still applying a lot of pressure for Miya. Miya hasn't really been able to get too much started here. But, you know, even as I say that, you know, he's still in a good spot.
Yeah, Doorstop looking nice right now with that jab. Does it for the 3rd swing in a row. Going to jump right over that minecart. So we're trying to find the next opportunity to land this Zera. Just trying to delete the blocks in the process, playing it safe. Doesn't want to overextend and get into a mess of trouble, which is what Steves are just banking on. That side B was very risky, but we managed to get out of there with the flip jump.
Yeah, not as risky as it looks, right? Because Doorstop has that spacing online and knows immediately that he's able to get the flip kick out. Ooh,
jeez Louise.
That swing saved Doorstop so much.
Look at like George the Jungle out here. That is like way too much damage knockback. You are not going to be able to attack that situation as Miya going to take away that first deck away from Doorstop once more. Looking very strong for them, but Doorstop could easily close this out. All we need is that one swing, that one back air, a side B, maybe like a late up air to lead into something, or a grab.
Oh, it's going to be it's going to be that, what is that, F tilt, right?
Yes, lower angle down, yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff for Doorstop. I mean, and you also didn't allow Miya to get any extra credit as well, which is super important, especially when you're playing against Steve, who can snowball so quickly.
Yes, just leave it on that 0 damage. And Steve is a power creep character where, like, later on in the game, he's a late game character where he gets stronger as the time goes on. So you want to be able to stop any momentum that he gets at the beginning as fast as possible and just try to negate all of that. So, and Nair into the flip jump. Hold on a second, trying to keep that advantage state alive and well. air up airing through the anvil.
Yeah.
You're so brave for that.
Oh, fantastic play coming out from Doorstop there, right? Knowing that if you catch anvil on startup, right, it's still a projectile at the end of the day. You can beat it out if you catch it on the startup. Then immediately forcing the air dodge from Miya and finding it with the air, with that back air to secure a stock. Fantastic stuff. And now we're going to watch Doorstop, or actually we're going to watch Miya still claw his way through here.
Yeah, trying to climb as much as possible. Going for another forward smash against that shield. The Paralyzer coming out, but stuns him, but you're stunned even longer because you're stuck in that minecart. Makes sense of my point. Drops an anvil, but we're still alive. Fantastic DI coming out from Doorstop. Flying all the way to the East Coast.
Yeah, and oh my god, that forward smash. Really lucky shield.
He couldn't jump at his shield. There's a block right above him. One of these options was
what?
gone. What is going on?
What? I think the block messed up Miya going for the footstool down air there, letting Doorstop, count his lucky stars and find another opening. But that parry, fantastic air dodge from Doorstop. He's ready for everything.
Gets a bear. A fantastic trade in favor of Miya, but now we're sitting here at 82 damage. Doorstop just needs one more up air. We went for the Hail Mary with up B. You're getting punished.
Yeah. Feels like an ill-advised move there, and this is where Steve gets really scary, right? He might not have a lot of materials or anything like that, but that diamond is on deck, and he can call you out at any point in time to secure a stock from any percent.
Trying to get the side B, but it punishes the dash attack, gets rid of that immediately. The up B at a shield coming out from Doorstop. Gonna bring this to a Game 5, the final game of the set, and this is just top 128. This is not even to get out of pools. This is unprecedented, I think.
Yeah,
I think everyone thought this was going to be a 3-0 from Miya, but Doorstop is up and alive, dude.
Yeah, Doorstop is just putting on a phenomenal task. Like, really, really putting on a show here of showing, like, no, this is why you want to pay attention to me, right? This is why you should fear the name. You need to be listening to what I have to say.
And you know what's crazy about this whole set is that Doorstop has very rarely gone for up Bs this entire time because he doesn't want to give him an inch. So that was almost out of character for him to do it there at the end. I get why he does, just kind of like catch him off guard, like, hey, I haven't done this before, let's just do it. Ended up costing him 50 damage in the process, but it did not deter him from trying it again and securing a victory later on. So it's a very cool thing to see here from Doorstop. We're going to jump here into Game 5. We got ourselves a character swap coming out from Miya. This could really turn the tables, right? Because now that you're busting out Game & Watch, that's a whole new character for Doorstop to be able to adapt to and learn. We'll see if we're going to be able to do it with only 3 stocks to play with.
Yeah, I mean, I sensed this immediately after I saw that kill screen, right? I'm like, we're going to see that Game & Watch, right? We're going to see it come out here because now you know you have to take Doorstop as seriously as any of the other top 10 that you're fighting constantly.
Yeah, bring it to a Game 5. Like something's got to be able to give. Feeling like that Steve got a little figured out. Now we're coming back in here with a Game & Watch. This is the slippery character of the matchup that we were talking about at the beginning of the set that we thought we were going to see. Is now here alive and well. Going to drop that forward air while keeping that momentum going forward, throwing out a lot of walls of attacks here. Throwing at the turtle constantly with that back air. Is a very active hitbox you've got to be prepared for. Now Doorstop just kind of getting smacked around, almost flip jumped into that up smash.
Yeah, that would have been diabolical for Miya. But fortunately for Doorstop, you're able to, find a way out, and you're at 140%. So one wrong move could be it, and that was the wrong one.
Oh, man, getting another fadeaway nair, not getting the follow-ups that we're looking for on top of that. The raw forward smash, just a quick get-off-me move, man. I'm trying to get your hands off me.
Yeah, I do not want to play the Game & Watch today, sir. But, you have to keep it moving, right? We have to secure this stock quickly because Game & Watch is somebody who will run away with a lead and before you're even ready to, figure it out.
And it's so tough on a stage like Final Destination whenever you see Doorstop in disadvantage state like above Miya. It's so hard for him to land. Even with all the options in your arsenal, you got a double jump, you got a flip jump, you got anything to kind of give you some movement, but it's very easy for Miya to just kind of follow you when you're above. Same thing applies to Doorstop, but I feel like there's a little bit more options here coming from Mr. Game & Watch as we're still sitting with that 3 stocks, 218 damage, opting to go all the way to the bottom of the stage before coming down with the key down air.
Yeah, and that back air is going to secure the stock for Miya. This is looking a little bad for Doorstop. We are able to get a kill confirmed, the down smash, up smash, tried and true. But, with no platforms to kind of escape to, how does Doorstop, get away from Miya in all of these hurt boxes?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? When you're playing against a character like this, it becomes very difficult to try to, get away from the Nair. The Goldfish coming in clutch. You can just feel the frustration coming out from Doorstop. Almost getting caught by the forward smash, too. On top of that, we're going to have to go for a roll-in instead.
Yeah, it forces you to play very, very grounded FD, right? And so without those, it makes it hard, especially against a character like Game & Watch. But we are able to find a grab. Good stuff for Doorstop, but I mean, maybe a little too late if we can't find the stock before we hit these late percents.
Oh, try to get that down smash. No stun coming out this time around. 109 damage. Things are looking a little bleak here for Doorstop. What do? This is looking like it gets the forward tilt, throws out the metal chair, and that's going to be Miya with the victory. 3-2 over Doorstop. The Mr. Game & Watch coming in clutch there at the very end.
Yeah, just a kind of an unfortunate scenario, right? You know, and I know for a fact that Doorstop was sitting there thinking there that whole time. It's like, is now when I see the Game & Watch, right? Is it getting pulled out now? Is it getting pulled out now? But, you know, Miya holding on to it until he truly felt as if he needed to pull it out. And, you know, that last game just really shows everybody just how serious Miya is going to be taking the rest of this competition.
Yeah, he's looking at as serious that jacket is, man. That is such a sick jacket.
It is super sick.
I've always been a fan of that, man. Anytime you see Miya coming up with the drip,
yeah,
the esports team, shout out to them. And